So good morning everyone. Yung report namin is yung Police Branch Organization. So ang governing body ng Police Branch Organization is yung Ministry de la Interior. So naka-under yung Gendarmerie Nationale at Police Nationale. Yung Police Nationale ay kinokompose ng civilian police. Itong isa naman na Gendarmerie ay military police. So, sa brief history of the France police, the French police is one of the world's earliest organization law enforcement systems. So, in the early 1200s, King Louis IX appointed Etienne Bouillou as the first provost of Paris. Yung provost, siya yung first provost, unang leader. Kaso, hindi naman totally na siya yung pinakauna. Pero dito sa na-develop na police organization, siya yung unang na-appoint as leader. Kasi sa time na to yung nagre-recover yung France sa dulot ng French Revolution. So in the under King Louis XIV, the office of Lieutenant General of Police of Paris was created, making the birth of the modern police system. So dito na nagsimula yung modern police system. Pag-move tayo sa Napoleonic era, 1700s to 1800s. So, Napoleon Bonaparte built a centralized national police to maintain order and protect the government. So dito na-establish yung centralized police organization ng France. In the 19th and 20th century, two forces emerged, the Surete Nationale and the Gendarmerie Nationale. So, ito yung Surete Nationale yung unang civilian. Kaso, sa 1941, na-unify na siya. So, naging under siya ng Police Nationale. So, today, France operates with two national police forces. Police Nationale for urban areas. Sa urban, yun yung may part ng barrio. Sa rural, sa Gendarmerie Nationale naman for rural. Yun yung city. Yung local na police, yung police municipal. Kaso yung hinahandle lang nila is minor offenses and community safety. So dito, napapakita yung linagay namin sa table para mas organized. Yung control yung nagpo-control sa Police Nationale at Gendarmerie, yung national government, yung Ministry of Interior. Ganun din sa Gendarmerie, din sa military police. Kaso, dalawa yung may hawak doon. Yung Ministry of the Interior and Ministry of Armed Forces. So yung main role nila is crime investigations, urban law enforcement, and public order. Tapos yung Gendarmerie naman rural law enforcement, serious crimes, and national security. Dito yung jurisdiction nila, yung Police Nationale, urban areas lang, from cities and large towns. Dito naman sa rural area, small town highways, as military zones. Sa rank structure nila is formal national military style. And sa Gendarmerie, military style ranks as part of armed forces. Yung top leader nila dito is Director General of the Police National. Dito naman Gendarmerie, Director of General of the Gendarmerie. Sa uniform naman, dark blue with red, white insignia. Dito is navy blue. Kasi more on sa military, navy blue. Yes. Sa Police Nationale at Gendarmerie, lagi silang armado. Dito sa municipality kasi, kaya di namin masyadong binigyan pansin kasi pang local lang siya, tapos hindi niya sakop yung national level. Dito naman. Sometimes. So So yung training ng Police Nationalis, National Police Academy, tapos dito Military Police Academy. So yung Police Nationalis nag-iimbestiga ng crimen. Pati yung gendarmerie, yung municipal hindi, nag-a-assist lang sila, tapos ito. So the France Police Organization seeks to protect persons, property, and institution, prevent crime and delinquency, judicial police functions, maintain public order, collect and analyze intelligence, preventing and fighting threats such as terrorism, large-scale criminality, and organized crime, and border security. Dito sa judicial police functions, nag-a-assist sila sa judiciary branch.
So, dito naman tayo sa tatlong organization or sa comparison nila sa atin o sa dito sa Pilipinas. So, sa France is semi-centralized because it is handled by the Ministry of Interior and local government. Then, as two main national force, the Police Nationale and Gendarmerie, it is under the Ministry of Interior plus local police municipality. While in the Philippines, it is centralized single force only. It is under the DILG or NAPOLCOM. So dito sa administrative control, yung Police Nationale and Gendarmerie is hawak ng Ministry of Interior. While sa PNP, it is under the Department of Interior and Local Government or the DILG. So sa implementation, sa Police Nationale ng France is for urban areas, enforcing the law and investigate crimes within the cities. While the Gendarmerie is for rural areas or provinces of France. Securing, example, responsible sila sa counterterrorism and narcotic operations. While sa PNP is nationwide, enforcement the law and crime prevention also ensuring the public safety. Dito naman tayo sa nature. So ang Police Nationale is for civilian police force only. Plus the Gendarmerie which is for military purposes. And in the Philippines, well, the PNP is for entirely civilian. So dito tayo sa difference ng ranks ng PNP sa France is Police Nationale and Gendarmerie. So ang patrolman sa atin is katumbas sa Police Nationale is Guardian de la Paix or trainee. While sa Gendarmerie Nationale is Gendarmerie Adjoint Voluntary, yung tawag sa kanila. While the Police Corporal sa Police Nationale, Guardian de la Paix, and sa Gendarmerie yung tawag sa kanila or katumbas sa Police Corporal sa atin. While sa Police Staff Sergeant, Brigadier sa kanila sa Police Nationale, and sa Gendarmerie is Marshal des Logis. So, sa Police Master Sergeant sa atin, katumbas sa kanila is Brigadier Chief. Sa Police Nationale and sa Gendarmerie is Marshal des Logis Chef. Take note, experience, and CO. So, sa highest rank sa non-commission pala is Police Executive Master Sergeant sa atin or PEMS. While sa Police Nationale, Major Commandant. And sa Gendarmerie is Major. So, dito naman tayo simula tayo sa commission officer. So, sa PNP nagsisimula ang commission officer sa police lieutenant. Well, sa police nationale or national police is, tawag sa kanila is lieutenant de police. Well, sa gendarmerie is lieutenant. And yung pinakamataas na ranggo is police general sa PNP. While sa national police or police nationale is Director General de la Police. Well, sa gendarmerie is same din yung pangalan. So, katambas nito is 4-star.
So let us proceed to the recruitment process and retirement age. For France, they have two police forces, which are the Police Nationale and Gendarmerie. They are under Ministry of Interior and Ministry for Armed Forces. And for the Philippines, we only have one police force, which is the PNP, that is supervised by the DILG and under the NACOLCOM. The recruitment type is national recruitment for civilian and military system. Sa Philippines naman, centralized recruitment under PNP recruitment and selective service. Sa basic qualification, sa France, the applicant must be French citizen, 18 to 35 years old, physically and mentally fit with no criminal records, completed secondary or higher education for gendarmerie and military service eligibility. So sa Philippines naman, dapat Filipino citizen, 21 to 30 years old, physically and mentally fit with no criminal records, of course, with good moral character, with bachelor's degree holder. And also, the applicant must pass the NACOLCOM exam. Sa entrance exam naman, sa France, national written exam plus physical fitness plus psychological and background check to ensure the applicants have a good criminal record. Sa Philippines naman, the applicant must pass the NACOLCOM entrance exam, physical agility test, psychiatric and medical exams. Sa training institution, kapag mag-training na sila, sa ENSP or École Nationale Supérieure de la Police for officers. Tapos sa rank and file gendarmerie schools for military branch. Kapag naman sa Philippines, PNPTS or PNP Training Service or PNPA for cadets officers. Tapos sa regional training centers naman para sa patrolman and patrol women. Sa training duration naman, sa Police National, 12 to 18 months. Sa gendarmerie, 1 year military police training. Sa Philippines, sa patrolman, 8 to 12 months. Sa PNPA cadets is 4 years degree. Tapos sa probationary period, 1 year. Sa Philippines, 1 year probation after basic training. Appointment, upon completion of training and successful evaluation sworn as Guardian de la Paz or Gendar. Sa Philippines, after training and passing the final evaluation, yun na yung mag-sworn as patrolman and patrolwoman. Sa promotion system, sa France, magbe-base sila sa merit, exam, seniority, training, certification. Sa Philippines naman, magbe-base sila sa performance, eligibility, exam, seniority, and training competition. And let's proceed to the retirement eligibility. Sa France, yung Police Nationale dapat 27 years of service, yun yung minimum. Sa gendarmerie naman, 17 to 27 years depending on the rank. Sa Philippines, dapat 20 years of service, optional lang siya. Kung gusto mong mag-retire na after 20 years of service, pwede na yan. Pero yung mandatory is 56 years old. Sa mandatory retirement, 52 to 57 sa Police Nationale. 59 to 60 naman sa gendarmerie. Sa Philippines, all ranks yan ay 56 years. Sa pension basis naman tayo, sa France, based on average of last 6 months salary and total years of service. And sa Philippines naman, based on base pay, longevity, and allowances subject to the PNP pension law.
Dito naman sa salaries, yung lowest natin is sa patrolman. So it's 29,668 pesos. Dito sa Police Nationale naman is 1,800 euros to 2,200. Tapos sa Gendarmerie, 1,700 euros to 2,000 euros. Kung mapapansin nyo, malayo yung gap kasi yung pag i-convert natin yung 1 euro sa Philippine peso is 1 euro is 67 pesos. So i-multiply mo kayong i-multiply mo kayong peso sa euro para makita mo yung final kung ano yung agwat ng bayad sa Pinas at sa France. Okay, next. Ganun din. Dito sa Police General is 140,000 to 150,000. Ito yung highest rank natin. Tapos pag naman sa Police Nationale, 10,000 to 12,000 euros, which is kung convert mo sa peso, 666,000 to 799,000. So, hindi pa tayo naka 50% sa sahod ng dun sa France. Kaya din sa Gendarmerie, sa military police. 10,000 euros to 12,000 euros. Same lang na 666k to 799. Dito naman yung ranks and insignias. Kung makikita nyo, madaming rank mo yung Police Nationale. Mas madaming kaysa sa atin. Ito naman yung sa Philippine National Police. Promotion system is based on performance, eligibility exams, seniority, and training condition. So, i-explain ko lang dito yung eligibility exams. Ito yung tulad ng civil service professional. Pwede mo yun magamit as eligibility to apply for promotion. And dito naman sa mandatory retirement age, 56 years yan, di ba? Pero, meron yung may pwedeng 57 kung in-extend ng president. So, based on presidential power din yan. Tulad kay General Acorda. Sa Philippines is, di ba yung eligibility exams, yun yung tulad doon yung civil service professional. Isa yan sa magagamit natin for promotion, lalo na kung isa ka na sa police officers.
So the strength of France in the organization and manpower, France has 250,000 active personnel combining the Police Nationale and Gendarmerie Nationale. And well, the PNP around 230,000 active personnel that entirely civilian force. So the equipment quality, the France uses advanced riot control gear, bulletproof vests, tasers, and helmets designed for unit standards. And also equipped with modern firearms like the HK-36 and Sigso and Black series. The Philippines uses 9mm pistols and 14mm 16 rifles. So, in vehicle and mobility, France uses Renault cars, Peugeot cars, and BMW cars, and also armored vehicle for in case of terrorist attack or riots, and with modern with helicopters and surveillance drones. In the Philippines, patrol vehicle and motorcycle are fewer and mostly locally sourced and limited support except for the major operations. So, ang equipment lang ng dito sa Pilipinas ay naka-reserve sa special operations like sa terrorist attack and time of crisis. So, in technology and communication, France use National Digital Communication Network, Acropol, linking all tools in real-time advance. And also, advanced facial recognition system and AI-based crime mapping, integration with Europol and Interpol. So, France din ay France, where technology and communication has they are actively member of Europol and Interpol databases. Then in the PNP, we use digital communication, but limited in rural areas because the most signal problems are issues. Then this is database integration manual. Record keeping is still common. And also in forensic investigation and tools. In France, operates Central Forensic Laboratories with genetic profiling. Dito i-examine ng mga forensic scientists yung mga body parts na natira sa isang crime scene, and ballistic analysis is also the forensic science. Is forensic science in determining what gun is used or ammunition like the bullets, and also in cybercrime labs. So, and IRCGN, the Gendarmerie Criminal Research Institute in Europe's best. Then the PNP has a crime laboratory, but limited modern DNA and digital forensic equipment because most of our problem is more lack of financial support and technologies. Then, in cybercrime intelligence, France specialized cyber units, the OCLC TIC, using AI tools to track digital threats, part of European cybercrime centers. And PNP has anti-cybercrime group, but with limited technologies and fewer specialized. Elite units RAID, GIPN, and EDC, the anti-crime brigades, equipped for hostage rescue, terrorist, and high-risk missions with latest weapons and body armor. So France has special elite units that like RAID that specialize the hostage, and lastly the public image. So in cybercrime intelligence, France specialized cyber units like OCLC, TIC, using AI tools to track digital threats. Part of European Cybercrime Center. Well, Philippines has anti-cybercrime group but limited technology and fewer specialists. As we can see, there's a lot of difference. We must advance France through like using AI AI tools and more on digital threats. Kaya mas more behind ang Philippines. Then, so training and tactical units, France has elite units like RAID, GID, and BDC, anti-crime brigades, equipped for hostage rescue and terrorism, and high-risk missions with latest weapons and body armor. Well, sa Philippines naman ay we have PNP staff and SWAT. Also CID trained to local crises, but with limited gear. So sa Philippines, we have PNP staff that that means Special Action Force, and SWAT, and also the CIDG, the Crime Investigation Detection Group, trained for local crisis and but limited gear. While sa France naman ay merong raid na so in France, there's elite units that equipped with advanced technologies and equipments to prevent crimes and fight against those terrorists. And international cooperation, ang France ay active member ng Europol and Interpol, Schengen Security System, constant intelligence exchange with EU states and NATO, while Philippines is member of Interpol and ASEAN-Pol cooperation linked but limited to regional level. Here in the Philippines, we have very limited access to the databases of Interpol, while the France is an active member. That's why they have access on Europol, Interpol databases information. Then research development. So sa France has a regular innovation programs in crime prevention and digital policing. Collaborates with universities and tech companies. While sa Philippines naman ay relies mainly on government, procurement, and foreign aid for upgrades.
Sige, wala.
So in the Philippines, it's mainly relies on government, so government procurement, so that they are very limited in case of new innovations. There's a long process so that before it will be implemented. While in France, it's regular innovation programs like so lastly, the public image and trust. The France has a high professionalism in urban policing and strong visibility and accountability through oversight bodies. While here in the PNP, in the Philippines, improving but still challenged by corruption and resources. Dito sa Pilipinas, mahirap here in the Philippines is improving but still challenged by those corrupt officials. That's why we have very limited resources. Well, France high professionalism like this, that they have less corruption, and the French police has strict rules and duties, and also those responsibilities that they follow. That's why they maintain their professionalism.
Limited lang din sa atin dito kasi napapansin naman natin dito sa Lamot din ginagamit nilang camera yung phone instead of body-worn cameras. Dito sa DBRG Armored Vehicle, ito yung ginagamit nila for route control sa rayo, which is wala din sa Pilipinas to. Kasi ang gamit naman, ang backup natin sa rayo, yung